I'm Tristan from the Kitesurf Centre, and I'm going to be reviewing the Mystic Majestic, the Mystic Gem and the Mystic Majestic X harnesses. So these are the harnesses in the Mystic Bionic Core Hardshell range. So they are hard. So the main advantage of this is the support. So the harnesses are really solid. So they don't flex in this direction at all. So when you fly on a kite, you're getting a really even load around your whole back. When these harnesses first came out, we just thought they were a really expensive gimmick. And then we started using them in really power conditions, and where your back would get quite tired after maybe 15 or 20 minutes when you're really maxed. You don't feel those small areas of your lower back being targeted when you're really edging. So you can instantly notice that the harnesses are working hard to spread that load around your back, and they're absolutely brilliant. Since they've been released, I think almost every single one of our instructors has moved over to them. So the advantages, they've obviously got the really good support. They're also very light. They use the IB foam, so they don't absorb a lot of water either. They're very supportive in this way, but like I said, they also have a lot of torsional flex. So in this direction, they actually flex quite a bit. So it allows your back to move, especially if you're wave riding or doing tricks and freestyle. You do have a fair bit of movement there. They all come with the standard Mystic features. So you've got the battle belt at the front, which allows you to really crank it up tight before you put the spreader bar in place to make sure it's fully locked in. They have the 3D flex cover on the side. So once you've done the harness up, it hides away all the buckles. You can put the straps back hidden away like this. There's nothing for your lines to get caught on or knock your hand on. They come with the handle pass leash attachment as standard. It's not attached when the harness arrives, so it gives you the choice to put it on or off. The reason being that if it is left on, and it can scratch the back of the harness and ruin the colours. It's very easy to attach it though, it just goes over the top of these buckles at each side. You've got the leash attachment at the front, and then we have various choices between different spreader bars. So you can use any of the Mystic spreader bars on the hardshell harnesses, but we do recommend the Stealth bar, which is the latest spreader bar to be released by Majestic. Again, when this came out, we thought that's a very expensive spreader bar, and we started using it again in the stronger conditions, which is always a great test for any kitesurfing kit, and it's just an absolute game changer. So there's several advantages. The first one are these wings. So the wings go down the sides like that. So once you've done it up tight, it's locked in position, this can't twist upwards. So when you're jumping or you're kite looping or you're walking with the kite at 12 o'clock and you're powered, your spreader bar can't physically move from there. So I'll just crank that up tight for you. The second really important part is that once you've got your harness set to the right size, which I'll just do here, it means you never actually have to touch these straps again, because this part does it all for you. So I can tuck these straps away now out the back, and they don't need to be touched. This just goes over the top like that, and then it locks in place. And that's the Stealth bar. Finally, we're going to look at the Majestic X. Now, the difference between the Gem and the Majestic to the Majestic X is that this is the full carbon hardshell. So again, this is even more supportive. There's even less flex around the front. So you see I'm having to really push that pretty hard to get any sort of movement. So that is just giving you even more support around your back. It does still have the torsional movement, like that, but it's got loads of support. Not dissimilar to the shape of the Mystic Arch, the hardshells you can see are quite sort of, they haven't got a lot of depth to them, and that continues around the front as well, so it allows a lot more movement. So even though it's a really hard harness, it's giving a lot of support where it's pulling through the kite, it's not going so far up and down your back, so you can still move a lot when you're out kiting. What we have found with the hardshells is that they do tend to come up a little bit big. So I would generally wear most things in medium, but with the hardshells, a small is more than big enough. So I'd suggest that most people would need to go down a size when they're looking at the hardshell range. Overall, the Majestic X has been the best harness that we've used in the last 5 years for kitesurfing. The benefits of it are incredible if you suffer from any sort of back problems, because it doesn't allow the pull of the kite to target the issues that you're having with your back. If you've got muscular damage or ligament damage, this spreads the load over your whole back. So it really is an absolute game changer. It's the best harness on the market.